this is all entertainment purposes only and educational purposes only. So we always heard that money is the root of all evil. But if you actually look up money and etymology, it derives from the Latin term moneta, which is referred to the goddess Juno and her aspect as Juno Moneta. Now let's deep dive in this. Moneta, it's money. So you actually, after you look up the etymology, you can go into the dictionary. And what money means in the dictionary is a current medium of exchange in the form, which it changes forms, of coins and bank notes. Then you go into more of the meaning, and it means sums of money. So there's a lot of it, money. Then you go into more deep dive to that, and it means the assets, property, resources owned by someone or something, wealth. It also means financial gain, payment for work, wages, right? So something in return. This all comes from Juno Moneta. So we want to know what Juno Moneta represents, which is the deity. It's a energy, is a spirit, is a goddess. This is all energy. She is celebrated in the 1st of March, which is kind of funny because tax season it really be hitting before the beginning of March. You got what I'm saying? So you put two and two together, but it gets deeper than that. The epithets means characteristics, and that's what Juno has. She has Juno Sospita, protector of those confining, referring to pregnant women awaiting to impending birth. She also means Juno Lucina, and Lucina means light. So she is the goddess of childbirth who brings children to the light. She is also Juno Moneta, which is the protector of funds. She is also the matronalia, which a day with husbands were expected to present their wishes and gifts to their wives. So she also means like matrimony, those type of things. In Juno's household, it was attended by Castor and Pollux, Terror and Baldness, along with 14 additional nymphs. And nymphs means minor female nature deity. So there's a lot what she got going on. Her most beloved attendant, listen to this, is Iris, I-R-I-S. But we also got the IRS, right? Almost before the beginning of March, has been pictured at her side. Iris acted as a messenger of the goddess. So not only that was her beloved and her attendant, she was also the messenger of the Juno Moneta goddess. Juno was a warrior famous for marriage and childbirth issues revolving homemaking, childbirth, motherhood. She also represents freedom, slaves, lower class women, and body martial maternal represents growth and decay of nature, life cycles associated with the moon. And it's crazy because anything that has to do with a goddess, anything that has to do with a woman, they've been at war with the woman since day one. First of all, this is a man's world. Second, anything that has to do with anything that a woman has power, or anything that a woman has energy, because we do have the main portal of the earth. We can give birth, we can give life. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that rule the world, I don't even think they're fucking human. They have a problem with that shit, allegedly. And anything that associates with a woman, especially when they're goddess, it's demon, it's demonology, it's something horrible, right? They always make it where, oh, that's a pagan, it's a Wiccan, it's horrible, that's divination, you shouldn't even worship something like that. But we worship money every single time. And the reason why people do not have money the way they want it to come in is because money is actually a female. And females don't like beggars. They like to go after, they want to come to somebody that doesn't need them like that. You know, like, why would they go after somebody that's begging for the money? You know what I'm saying? They're going to go after that masculine energy that don't need all that, if that makes sense to you. The way to worship Juno Moneta, money, protection, and wisdom, including silver coins, small cakes, peacock feathers, prayers for financial stability and guidance. She's also represented by the moon, so there's rituals for prosperity that you can do with her as well. She is considered demonic. As usual, everything that's demon, but if you really wanted to know what demon means or demonology, just look up the definition and then look up the word that they came up with before they came up with demon, which is heaven, and then look up who came up with that word, and then everything will kind of fucking make sense. But the rule of all evil is what they consider is money, which is a fucking lie. Um, it's not, they use it for evil because they even have like a whole place for her in Italy. However, she is not evil per se. She is a woman, you know, she is feminine energy. She is there for justice. She is there for marriage. She is there for childbirth. She is there for pregnancy. She is there for any woman going through any crisis in her life. She is there. Um, but it's crazy how they use her for money, and they use her for to bring in money to a city or to bring in money to different people. And that's probably how they came up with the Internal Revenue Service, was because her best friend, right, pretty much, or her beloved, was Iris, which is IRIS. Everything is literally in front of us if you actually do the research, and everything adds up and makes sense.